Good morning, students. Welcome to Jack and Duster. Today here we are going to discuss a small concept, limiting reagent, which is more important for CBSE board exams and as well as competitive exams. Here to discuss this, let us consider a reaction, general reaction. A moles of A react with B moles of B gives C moles of C, where the small ABC represent the stoichiometric coefficients and whereas capital ABC represents the reactants and products. Now generally, now the question is when we have to apply the limiting reagent concept. In any question, if you see any question, if more than one reactant data is given, if more than one reactant data, more than one reactant data meaning is here its mass, its volume, whatever it is, molecules, whatever it is. If more than one reactant data is given, then you have to go through the concept of limiting reagents. So then we have to go through limiting reagent concept definitely. So let us say given in the question x moles of A, x moles of A, what is given in the question? It is x mole of A and y mole of B are given. So in the question they are giving x moles of A and y moles of B. X mole of A and y mole of B are given, whereas A and B, the ratio what they are reacting. X and Y, the ratio what we are taking. So then what you will do is, there is a shortcut to find out the limiting reagent. Now find molar ratios of each reactant. What is this molar ratios? What the meaning of molar ratios is given moles of reactant divided by stoichiometric mole. Stoichiometric mole. So here given moles is X, stoichiometric mole is A. So let us say the molar ratio for A. The molar ratio for the reactant A is nothing but given moles X over stoichiometric mole A. If you observe clearly, the given moles is X in the question and the stoichiometric mole is A. X by A you are finding. And same you can find out the molar ratio for reactant B. That will be nothing but Y by B. X by A and Y by B. Given moles is Y and stoichiometric mole is B. After finding this, you can compare these two values. Compare these two values. If X by A is less than Y by B, then we can say capital A is limiting reagent. So for which reactant the molar ratio is less, that is limiting reagent. If X by A is more than Y by B, then B will be the limiting reagent. If by chance X by A is equal to Y by B, then we can consider there is no limiting reagent. So these are the three cases you can compare. So always you try to do the limiting reagent concept in moles. It will make you the answering easy. So what the thing you have to find out is mainly you have to focus on finding the molar ratio. The molar ratio of each reactant you find out, which is nothing but given mole by stoichiometric mole. So the molar ratio is for A is X by A, for B is X by Y by B. If among these two which is smallest value, that reactant will become the limiting reagent. If both are equal, there is no limiting reagent. And always remember the product, the mass of product, the moles of product or the amount of product. The amount of product form. The amount of product always depends upon limiting reagent. Always depends on limiting reagent. So moles of product. Moles of product. We can find in this way, that is molar ratio. molar ratio of limiting reagent, which reactant is limiting reagent, that one times the stoichiometric coefficient into stoichiometric coefficient of product. So if you see in this above concept, if A is limiting reagent, let if A is limiting reagent, let A is limiting reagent. If let us consider A is limiting reagent, then moles of C, how can you find? Then moles of C produced is equal to molar ratio for limiting reagent. As we are taking A is limiting reagent, the molar ratio is X by A times, and the stoichiometric coefficient of product C. So C you can take. If B is limiting reagent, then Y by B times C you can take. So this is the concept related to the limiting reagent. Now let us discuss this one with an example. So here we are taking a question. An amount of 0.5 moles of strontium chloride SrCl2 is mixed with the 0.3 mole of K3PO4. Find the maximum moles of KCl formed. So here the balanced equation we have already. So if you observe clearly, here strontium chloride 3 moles is reacting with the 2 moles of K3PO4 and producing 6 moles of KCl and 1 mole of Sr3PO4 2. But given moles how many? So let us say we have from the question given moles of strontium chloride SrCl2 is nothing but 0.5 it is given, and given moles of K3PO4 is given as 0.3. So don't compare always this as directly as the limiting reagent. So always try to find out the molar ratios. Now molar ratio for first reactant strontium chloride SrCl2. What is the meaning of molar ratios? Given moles over stoichiometric mole. Given moles are 0.5 and stoichiometric mole is 0.3. Next, molar ratio for other reactant. How many reactants is there? For all those you can find out. Molar ratio for K3PO4, we got it as 0.3 over 2. So if you observe clearly, among these which is smallest value, that will be limiting reagent. So it's 0.5 by 3, it is 0.3 by 2. So which is the smallest value you can find out. From that we can say which is limiting reagent. So 0.3 by 2, it is the smallest value. So this will be the limiting reagent. If we calculate, so 0.3 by 2 is the limiting reagent. So that means moles of, now we have to find out moles of product KCl. What we said, so which is the limiting reagent that you take, that ratio you take it 0.3 over 2 times the stoichiometric coefficient of product. So 0.3 over 2 times 6, that will be 0.9 moles you will get. So this will be the answer. So with these easy steps you can find out the moles of products and the limiting reagent easily. So now there is another question we are going to discuss here, which is a recent 2019 JEE mains question. You can see here. So here the reaction is given. N2 and H2 are reacting to produce ammonia. Identify the limiting reagent. Just they are asking to find the limiting reagent. So the question, if you see, options are given, all are masses. But as we told already, it is better to consider everything into moles. Now let us take option by option. So option A, if we take, it is given 56 grams of N2. As we know that 56 grams of N2 is nothing but number of moles of nitrogen, that will be equal to 56 by 28, which is equal to 2 moles. And 10 grams of H2. 10 grams of H2 means the number of moles of hydrogen is equal to 10 grams by molar mass 2, which is equal to 5 moles. Now the molar ratios I can find out. So molar ratios. What is the meaning of molar ratio? Molar ratio is nothing but given moles by stoichiometric mole. Given moles are 2, molar ratio For nitrogen I will find out. Molar ratio for nitrogen is given moles 2 over stoichiometric mole is 1. 2 over 1, that is 2. Next, molar ratio for hydrogen given moles is 5 over 3. 5 over 3 you can get 1.66. So here hydrogen will be the limiting reagent. If you observe clearly, so among these two comparison, if you do 2 and 1.66, this is the smallest value. So that means hydrogen will become the limiting reagent. So answer is directly you can pick the option this one. And even others also you can check it. So 35 grams of N2, 8 grams of H2, you can convert them into moles and check it. In other cases, maybe nitrogen is the limiting reagent or there is no limiting reagent. Here, as I got the first option, we can complete this. So this is the easy way to find out the limiting reagent to finding molar ratios. Thank you.